No fancy intros, no music, none of that. This is the very first stream that I'm doing here for this new project. We'll get to what that is in a second. You'll notice it's completely empty behind me. There's a keyboard, maybe a little TV, old monitor screen back there. This is day one, April 18th, 2022, day one of my new project. It doesn't even have a name yet. I don't even know what the hell I'm going to call this thing. Yesterday, we were driving home from the lake and talking to Devin in the car. For those of you that don't know, Devin's my girl, Boo Boo, a.k.a. Boo Boo. And I don't know, it's a really good conversation. For years, I've felt like I should be doing something like this. Sitting in front of a computer by myself in an office, talking to a camera or to the internet, to the interwebs, to everybody out there. I don't know what I would do. I don't know. I've been trying to figure that out, like what it is that I would do, what I would contribute. What I'm realizing is you don't have to have it figured out. A very wise man once said, "Press the damn button." And April 18th, 2022 is the day that I'm pressing the damn button. I got my first stream here today, and it's going to begin today. The drive home was different. The conversation was different. I never felt like this was something that a lot of people really wanted me to do or were behind me to do it. But that was the past, and now I feel like it doesn't matter. I feel like this is what I'm supposed to be doing, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to be streaming every day. I'm going to stream every day for a year, at least 15 minutes. But my goal is to try to get to 30 minutes to an hour of streaming every day. And I'm going to be setting up my whole setup. Like right now, I just have this microphone. I got a program called Ecamm on my Mac, and I'm going straight to YouTube. So today is just this is the beginning. So when I look back, it's like, oh gosh, look how empty it was. Look how bad the lighting was. Audio is good from the start because I got my AKG here, but I know all the things. I don't know all the things. I know bits and pieces on how to make content, and I've done it across many different projects in my career. Worked with many different people. But this is the first time that I've ever done it for myself. And that's why it's different. And that's why it's taken me almost 40 years, probably 40 years, maybe a little more to get I wouldn't say courage, because I feel like I've had the courage. I just haven't figured out what it is I need to do. But I'm tired of not knowing. I'm tired of seeing a lot of other people be successful because they're willing to press the damn button and put themselves out there. And like I said, I don't think I've been scared to put myself out there, but I just wanted to do it in a way that was genuine, and I have never felt like I've been able to do that. Maybe I was a little scared. But anyways, all right, so what you can expect here. I say first and foremost, it would be honesty, genuine, real shit. I don't like to sugarcoat things. I have a lot of my life, and I feel like it's been a struggle for me. I like to be straight up. I like to be honest. I like to be open. I think that's part of the reason I've been so hesitant to do this too, is because when you are open, when you are real, when you are honest, people have a hard time accepting that a lot of times. So I've always been worried about that. I'm a people pleaser. I've always liked to please people. And but yeah, you're going to get honesty. You're going to get real Carter here in this. So I cuss a lot. I'll try to dial it back a little bit. So just be warned on that. So I'm not going to go through everything that I've done in my career. We'll have plenty of times to do that. I'm streaming every day. But the kind of stuff you can expect here, there's going to be honesty. definitely going to be comedy. I try to string comedy into just about everything I do. One of my favorite things to do in the world, in this life, is to make people laugh, to make people smile. So anytime I can add a little brevity or comedy to what I'm doing, I'm going to do it. So expect that. There'll probably be some tutorials. I am definitely not an expert on things, but I am going to try to be a teacher in a lot of ways. I am able to do some cool stuff. I definitely am not doing it the most perfect way, but I get it done. It might take me a little longer, but that's part of the goal here for me personally, is to get better at those things, to get more efficient, to find better ways to do it. I know that what I'm doing is not the way, but it's my way. It's how I've done it. So you're going to get a little bit of that just about every day. I'm going to try to kind of, every day is a learning opportunity. Everything that you work on, every project that you touch is an opportunity to learn. So we're going to figure out what those opportunities are and try to teach those and help you learn with me. So that's another part of this. I could tell you, like I said, I am not an expert. I'm not perfect. I don't think that I have been a perfectionist most of my life, and I always strive for perfection. But as another thing, a wise man once said, perfection is a fairy tale. So there is no such thing as perfection, but we can strive for perfection. We'll never get there, but I don't think it's a bad thing to aim for. I'm not going to be telling you what to do. A lot of this is for me. So a little selfish, but I think after 40 years and helping a lot of others, it's about damn time that I'm a little selfish here. So, but you'll get benefits from it too. I mean, you're going to learn what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. You get to a little peek behind the curtain of who I am and how I do things. Something that I have done with really close friends and family, but not publicly. So you'll get a little bit of that. Tools, software, like all that stuff, like whatever you need, I'll help you figure that out. But yeah, I will walk you through. I'll screen share. I'll kind of show you what I'm doing. I'm going to be building a set. Like I got this whole space right here to do a lot of cool shit, and I'm going to do a lot of cool shit here in this space. It looks really empty right now, but we're going to build that. You're going to see that whole process. It could be one day, it could just be me walking through how I learned to make GIFs, which was yesterday. I mean, I've done that on apps and things, but I never done it through Photoshop. I made a GIF last night. Ding. Little things like that. As I work through projects, as I have problems, you're going to see how I solve them. You're going to see my thought process, which, prepare for that one. It's going to be interesting. But I'm not going to tell you what to do. This is how I do it. You like that and you can learn from that and you benefit from that. Cool. It's not the way ever. Nothing is ever the way. You can always try to figure out another way or your own way, which I highly recommend. And that's part of this for me too, is I'm still trying to figure out my way. I've been doing this stuff in a lot of different capacities over the years, and I by no means have it all figured out. But there's a couple things I could probably show you. I am learning every day, as you will be, hopefully. I'm trying to help others along the way. Right now, the past 6 months for me have been a lot of helping myself, which I've never done. So I'm going to do that. And I have been doing that. I've been getting a lot better at that, and I'm going to continue to do that, but that's a daily thing too. You have to work on. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to fail. I think another part of the reason why I haven't done this before is I haven't been afraid to fail. I just hate the process of learning and failing. I just like to be on the back end where I can do the thing and be efficient and be productive. But it is part of it. If you don't go through the learning, the failing part, you're never going to get to that part where you're efficient in something. So this may look like horribly lit, no backdrop, none of it right now, but we're gonna get better at that. And this is part of the accountability for me. I'm gonna be here every day talking about these things that I want to do, and I'm either going to do them or I'm going to come back the next day with excuses. And I don't like to make excuses. So this will be interesting. Like I said, this is 100% selfish right now. I need to do this for me. And I don't know any other way to do it than to turn on a camera and talk to the camera and have you guys and gals hold me accountable for what I'm trying to do here. So if you've stumbled across this, if you've somehow followed me over the years and you happen to be on this YouTube and see these videos, welcome. It's going to be an interesting ride. I'm just like picturing like a year or two now looking back at this video and saying, why didn't you do that 5-10 years ago? But there's never too late to start. So that's what I'm doing today. It's 100% selfish right now. I've never done anything like this. I've made content. I've tried to like figure out how to tell my story for I feel like more than 20 years. Once I learned, I think about 5 years ago, that I could and want to be a content creator, but I've never pulled the trigger. I've never pressed the damn button. So pressing that damn button today, and it's a little awkward talking into a little hole in my camera, but that'll get better, I'm sure. But if you follow, if you have any questions, have any suggestions about what you want to see, if you've known me for years and are like, oh, I tell that one story, shoot me a message. Like I said, it's going to be different every day. I might just have story time one day where I hop on and tell a story and then jump off. We'll have interaction, we'll have games, we'll have all kinds of fun stuff. I am currently in a major transition in my life, going from what I've done my whole career to a new space. Well, we're going to talk about that probably on a daily basis. A little bit of that every day, talking about what I'm doing in that new space. Got some new people that I'm working with, and that's pretty interesting. Introduce you to them and kind of show you what they do. But yeah, we'll get into that. We got plenty of time for that. We're doing this every day. So I will promise you a few things, and then I can wrap this up for the first day. But we will have fun. I don't do anything if I'm not having fun. So as painful as this is for me to hop on and do this, I'm going to have fun with it. And you're going to have fun with me. We're gonna find some interesting ways to make this entertaining, to make it fun. And you know what? Along the way, we're going to learn, we're going to grow. You're going to grow, and I'm going to grow. We're both going to grow. So I promise you we'll grow. We'll learn as we go through this thing. A little selfishly learning myself in the beginning. But as I learn, you're learning too. When I figure something out, because I don't ever give up on trying to figure something out. This whole streaming setup, just to get to the point where I could talk into a microphone, I mean, that took me a year or two to get ironed out to where I can just press a button and do it. I can walk you through that, like that kind of stuff. I will be consistent. About 4 or 5 years ago, I started a podcast that some of you might know about, Off the Groove. We did a weekly podcast, and the whole goal for me, I think, in the beginning was to do something 100% myself and be consistent with it, to prove to myself that I could deliver content on a consistent basis. Did that for about 4 or 5 years. Never missed a week. So I know I could be consistent. Every day is a little bit more aggressive, but I'm not doing anything insane. I'm just hopping on a camera and talking. There'll be some pretty interesting days. There'll be some boring days for you probably, but it's going to be 100% me every time. So it's what I'm doing that day, what I'm working on. It'll be all kinds of different stuff, but I will be consistent with it. And I'm saying at least 15 minutes a day. But my goal is to get between half an hour to an hour every day of streaming. And, you know, if this takes off, like in a perfect world, I would love to be doing this all day. Like, this is my job. Hop on, help people, tell stories, be entertaining, a live streamer. I don't think I'll ever get to the point where like these video game guys are making millions of dollars, but who knows? You guys might dig it, and gals might dig it. All right, so all those things, I promise that I'll deliver that. I'll be 100% genuine, 100% real. No holding back on anything. Sometimes you might not like that, but it's kind of the way I am. So I think that's it for today. I said I'd go 15 minutes. I just went over the 15-minute mark, and baby steps in the beginning, right? This is a big step for me. I am not somebody who does this. I've never been. But I hope to be. And not in the way that I see most people doing it now. That's them, but I don't feel like I need to. Hi, welcome to my stream. Like, I'll find that, and I'll find the way for me to deliver that. And that might work for somebody else. And who knows? That might be the best way to do this. It's not where I'm at right now. So, appreciate you jumping in. I appreciate you checking this out and sticking around for 15, 16 minutes to hear me ramble. They won't all be all this long and drawn out. They will be a little bit more entertaining moving forward. And let's see where this goes. I'm really looking forward to it. And hope you enjoy the ride, because I know I am. Have a good one, guys. Peace.